It's about encouraging islanders to make living in town their first and number one priority. It's about the Planning Minister wanting to adopt processes or initiate processes where we can get a proper open discussion to get everybody to decide collectively what's best for them. So that means that people have to live in close cooperation with each other. They have to be offered better opportunities for living spaces, better amenities, better things to do in town so that they can make living in town, as I said earlier, their first choice. The island has probably kind of spread out far too much. Other places are suddenly realising that the future has to be a little bit more dense. It means offering people better facilities, more opportunities for more internal space, better things to do within their own buildings, different opportunities to own their own properties and to feel at home in the spaces that we wish to encourage them to set up that home. I'm hoping this afternoon is the first, as I say, of a number of meetings, and we can begin to kind of flesh out what type of future we want, not just for ourselves, but our children, our children's children.
The speakers are bringing examples from other places, other communities, other towns, which are going through similar but different experiences of change. And I see the afternoon as being an opportunity to air those experiences elsewhere to help forge the way forward for St Helier, because it has to be its own solution. There is not a recipe out there. It has to be discovered by seminars like this and by a lot of hard work to find out what is the best way for St Helier to try and grow, to try and improve its tourist offer, to make it a even more attractive place than it is to live and to work and invest in. Three topics really. One is intensification, then implementation and identity. It seems that those are the three I's that seem particularly to impact on or be at the essence of what St Helier is trying to do. Maybe it is coming back to defining what the vision is that St Helier wants. And you've got to have the vision, and it's got to be clear, it's got to be shared and believed in. Then it will happen.
Well, I think what's come out from the seminar today is just really a stimulation of people's ideas about what might happen in St Helier in the future and learning from other places. I think we've heard a really interesting range of speakers today that have covered a range of issues, all of issues that are relevant to St Helier and the future of Jersey and how we accommodate some of the challenges that we are facing. And I think it's just been a really good start for a conversation that we need to have that will lead to development of some new policy and some new proposals for St Helier.
The key message we wanted to bring to this was creating places for people, something we believe with quite firmly as a practice. And it's not just necessarily new schemes that are coming on board, it's retrofitting existing places and bringing these sort of key points to that in terms of how we form public space.
So having the waterfront and the countryside around your in effect around your capital is the best opportunity you could ever ask for.
Well, our presentation was around how to achieve affordable home ownership for middle income workers. So I think some key messages are about making sure there is an in-depth knowledge of the demand, the actual demand, and that isn't just purely focused on lowest income brackets. Also that there's a need to look at innovative housing models and development models if there's a real interest in developing small infill sites quickly.
I think that there has to be a shift in the mindset. With regards to transportation, and again I made the point of mobility being the blood that makes cities function as living structures. With regards to St Helier, I would give two messages: is think about your town in terms of the mobility framework, but also try to think about it in an imaginative way.
It's really about taking the core of some of those ideas, some of the principles behind them, and seeing if we can adapt them and apply them to Jersey to address the particularly unique challenges that we face here.
Towns are about places and people. People have to move from A to B, and if you can make their enjoyment of the spaces that they're moving through great, then they're going to have a good time. So you stop off for a coffee, you hang out with your friends, you go out for a stroll in the evening, you enjoy spaces that you're walking through. It's about how the city links together as a vibrant place to live.